I'm just really glad I never go far enough and actually allowed one of these guys to say my V card, because I'm just really glad that I did not go all that way.
But the poets, by which I mean all artists, are finally the only people who know the truth about us.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For those it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you go and press that subscribe button below, you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure this is the first time my septum is being shown on the channel. That's because usually I have it up. I don't remember if I spoke about this before, because honestly I talk a lot. But yeah, my mom doesn't really love it, so most of the time I keep it up. I decided to pull it down, and let's just for a second like appreciate my hair right now, because honestly I've been wearing my durag like whole day yesterday into half day today, and I just literally took my durag off and sprayed my hair with water. But like my bottle has water, jojoba oil and castor oil in it, and I try and spray my hair with it like every other day, every 3 days, something like that. Yeah, so I just took off my durag, sprayed it in my hair, and just like went like this a little bit, and I'm just like, whoa babies, like you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so welcome back to the channel everybody. Today I'm doing a bit of a story for you. So I'm gonna be telling you guys my coming out story, which honestly that is a whole trip that we are about to get into, so stay tuned, man. All right, so first things first, before I actually tell you guys how I came out, I gotta tell you, like, ever since I was younger, since around 8 is the earliest I can like remember this particular part, I knew that I was attracted to girls. But you know, living in Jamaica, growing up with, at the time my mom wasn't entirely a Christian, but she still had her Christian beliefs. Now she's back in the church and everything, so I still grew up with that whole Christian belief that, you know, it's one man one woman always. And then even if it's not just in my household, it's outside, like everybody in the country, that's just what is being spread. So at the time, as a little girl, and I would hear all of that and whatever, I was just like, what are these feelings that I'm having right now? Like, this is not allowed, this is against the law, all of that. Like, all of that literally ran in my head. There was a girl I literally had a crush on. She lived close to me at the time. We went to the same school, so my mom would always drop her home. And yeah, so that was a whole other trip all on its own, because I had a crush on her. I didn't tell anybody, obviously, because I was just like, you can't let anybody know this. So I kind of just shoved that down. And after that I was like, no, you need to focus on guys, because you need to find yourself a man in the future. Like, you cannot be into women, this is not allowed. Like, literally this was going through my head at 8 years old. It's crazy. So yeah, after that, throughout my ages, from that, going up, getting older, I still had the feelings. They really resurfaced when I was in grade 6, around grade 5, grade 6. But of course, again, I still continue to ignore it. So at the time, I just kept like, I don't know, I'm not ugly. I know I'm not ugly. And at the time, you know, when I carry myself as being like feminine and stuff, I guess I can be an attractive femme or whatever. So yeah, I got a lot of attraction from guys, and then because I knew deep down that this is not what I wanted, I forced it. So when I got the attraction from the guys, I'd be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and be like, go for that. I'm just really glad I never go far enough and actually allowed one of these guys to say my V card, because I'm just really glad that I did not go all that way. But yes, I was, you know, having boyfriends constantly, kissing them and all of that, and you know, trying to convince myself that this is what I wanted, that this is what I enjoyed. All them something crazy. So yeah, I got into the church. I'm still huge on spirituality, like that's never going to not be a part of me, but I'm more about, like, I'm not really more about like a religion. Like, I don't religion just has its hypocrisies, and I don't feel like that is what, you know. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that. So I got into the church and I met this guy, and we got together, and like my mom was really happy that I was with him. I mean, like, he was good for me, we were good for each other at the time, but like I still knew that like this is not gonna work. So while I was with him, I had this friend. She's straight. Well, I don't know if she still is straight, but yeah, I kind of developed a crush on her. So then I made some crap ass excuse and broke up with him. After like a little while after the breakup, because we're still friends after the breakup. We're even still friends now. I saw him the other day and I called him and everything. I went to him and I messaged him and I was just like, well, I'm a lesbian. And this guy goes, oh yeah, I knew that. So I'm just like, how do you know that? And he was like, well, I suspected. I'm like, okay, I see you. So anyway, I told him, well, he said that he suspected that I had a crush on her, which, he was right. So that was that. So now to get into the actual coming out business, yeah, and let me stop busting the ears with all this unnecessary stuff. So basically, through my early years of high school, still on this straight business, till about fourth form, which is grade 10 for my people who are not like Jamaicans. Yes, so I met a girl. We were together, and then fifth form, grade 11, I was with somebody else. And at that time, I was completely like, I'm tired of hiding myself. I'm tired of not being true to who I am, to not just my family, but my friends, my closest friends, which they already started to suspect. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna tell my mom, right? So I'm like, yeah, my mom deserves to know, because my mom is like my best friend and I feel bad that like I'm hiding like this huge secret from her. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna tell my mom, definitely gonna tell my mom. So ended up hesitating, procrastinating, didn't tell my mom. Me and my girlfriend were in the car one day. My mom was not at the car. We started making out in the car. My mom ended up coming back to the car. We didn't realize she was coming back to the car. She saw us making out. So my girlfriend at the time, she was coming back to my house and then she was going to leave from my house. So then she came back to my house and I knew my mom knew, because she was being like all miserable and everything. Oh, it was really annoying. So then when she left, immediately I went to my room because I was not having it. My mom came straight into my room and she started cussing me about it. She literally came and she was just like, do you think God is pleased with you? Do you think God would be happy? Blah, blah. And yeah, she was ranting and raving and whatever. And I started to break down a little bit, because like, this is my mom, like this is my best friend, and like I don't want her to feel like she needs to condemn me or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? But then I don't remember if it was a day after or like 2 days after, we ended up having a whole conversation about it. I explained to her how long I had been feeling this way. I told her that I don't feel like this is something that I can change. I did tell her that I felt like I was born like this. Yeah, for a while, it took her a while to accept it. She's still not like, woohoo, yeah, my daughter likes girls, but she supports me. And I can actually talk to her about my relationship. She knows like when I'm with people, who they are, and she talks to them. She talks to their parents, and stuff like that, as long as their parents are, open with that. She did make me go to therapy before she got to this stage. And I'm actually glad that I went, because the woman that I went to, she's Christian. Like, it was our church that we even went to and everything. But she was not judgmental at all. She didn't condemn me at all. We had an entire conversation about it. I told her how I felt. I told her everything, from down to how I felt when I was 8 to how I've been feeling throughout the years. And she told me that she can't tell me what to do with my life. And if I have a conversation with who or what I believe in, and I feel like this is who I am, and I've accepted myself, then she or no one else can change me. She said that I would have to want to change for myself. And if I don't feel like there's something to change, then there's nothing to change. And I really appreciated that, because especially in Jamaica, you don't find where you're going to go to a Christian therapist and they're going to tell you something like that when, you tell them that you like the same sex. And so after me and her met, we had like 2 or 3 sessions. And then she had a conversation with my mom. I'm not sure what she said to her, because I wasn't in there, of course, and my mom wasn't in my sessions either. But afterwards, I really felt like there was a change, and I felt relieved. Like, today, I feel extremely relieved, because I can't imagine continuing to live my life hiding. Not that I'm like saying anybody's like, I'm not condemning anybody for not coming out, because everyone has their reasons not to come out, and not everyone's parents are going to be as accepting as mine. And to be honest, my dad really wasn't that accepting. He still isn't really, but he just kind of ignores it. So it up to like last year was when we had a huge conversation about it, like me, him, and my mom. We all had a huge conversation about it, and that was the first time me and him actually spoke about it. um yeah, so he's not like my parents aren't really huge on it. They're not like, oh yeah. I don't feel like they're aware that I'm going to end up getting married to a woman, but it is what it is. And I don't feel like they're judging me. I don't feel like they're condemning me. And it's really happy. I used to feel suffocated in this house. Living here, I used to feel suffocated because I felt like I couldn't be my true self. And so, because I've told them, because, we've had a conversation. I mean, like, my mom told me that she was suspicious already because, I mean, the way how I dress. But yeah, so no, like, I'm literally relieved, like a huge weight has come off, not just my shoulders, my entire body. And yeah, so this was my coming out story. If you have a coming out story, you can leave it in the comments if you feel open to that. But you can also DM me on Instagram, message me on Snapchat, and we can have a conversation about it. Even if you don't have a coming out story, you're scared to come out, you can message me. Like, I want to be there for people who are in the positions that I was in, because I know how it feels to feel like you're suffocating and like you can't be yourself. So don't be afraid to hit me up. I'll be here for any and everybody who needs somebody and feel like they can't lean on anyone they know. I'll be that person for you. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember to press that thumbs up button, to leave a like, leave a comment if you feel like it. Tell me if you enjoyed the story. Leave a coming out story. Tell me why you haven't come out, anything, or just DM me and message me, as I said. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed, and if you're subscribed, press that bell button to get post notifications so you know whenever I post. I am gonna try from now on to be posting more frequently, but we'll see how that goes. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna try. Also, leave a comment and tell me what type of videos you love the most, what you want to see me do. I'm gonna try and start vlogging more. Like, when I'm going places, I'm gonna try and start vlogging more for a fact. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.
If it's only for survival, then you dead on arrival.